Once upon a time, there was a little girl who always wore a bright red hooded cloak. Because of it, everybody called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother handed her a basket filled with bread and wine. "Take this to your grandmother," her mother said. "She's feeling ill and needs something to eat. But remember, stay on the path and don't talk to strangers." Little Red set off through the forest, humming a cheerful tune. The woods were deep and dark, but she didn't feel afraid. Not yet. As she walked, she met a wolf. He had sharp yellow eyes and a sly, toothy grin. "Good morning, little girl," the wolf said, his voice smooth as silk. "Where are you off to so early?" "To my grandmother's house," she answered without hesitation. "She's not feeling well, so I'm bringing her this basket." The wolf's grin widened. "How thoughtful of you," he said. Then, in an almost playful tone, he added, "But surely your grandmother would love some fresh flowers. Look around. There are so many beautiful flowers in the forest. Why not pick a few for her?" Little Red, charmed by the idea, forgot her mother's warning. She wandered off the path to gather flowers. Meanwhile, the wolf darted ahead, straight to the grandmother's cottage. He knocked on the door, mimicking Little Red's soft voice. "It's me, grandmother, Little Red Riding Hood." The frail voice from inside called back, "Come in, dear." The wolf slipped inside without a moment's hesitation. He lunged at the grandmother and swallowed her whole. Then he dressed himself in her nightgown, pulled her cap low over his ears, and climbed into bed to wait. When Little Red finally arrived, she felt a chill as she stepped into the cottage. It seemed darker than usual, and the air was heavy and cold. "Grandmother," she called softly, stepping closer to the bed. "Come in, my dear," the wolf answered in a gravelly voice, pulling the blanket up to his chin. Little Red tilted her head, puzzled. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have." "The better to see you with, my child." "Grandmother, what big ears you have." "The better to hear you with." "And grandmother," she hesitated, taking a step closer. "What big teeth you have." The wolf grinned, his sharp fangs glinting in the dim light. "The better to eat you with." Before Little Red could scream, the wolf sprang from the bed and devoured her in one gulp. The forest fell silent, the echoes of her cries fading into the trees. No woodsman came to save her, no last-minute escape. Only the wolf, licking his lips and waiting for his next victim. This is the true tale of Little Red Riding Hood, a grim reminder to be aware of wolves, whether they walk on 4 legs or 2.